What's up, YouTube? Hope you're well. Don't mind this growth on my face. Laying in bed, just finished doing a full day seminar here in Columbus on business strategies, business leadership strategies. More out, man. Whew, it takes it out of you, but I gotta tell you guys this story. It's so cool. I actually have this Chinese food that Charles Bates brought me, which you're probably like, who the hell's Charles Bates and why is he bringing you food? I'm trying to find some good lighting here. You guys just have to deal with this bed in the background. So Charles saw my post on Facebook today about me doing an event here in Dublin, Ohio, which is just outside of Columbus. And he's like, man, I missed it. Damn, I wanted to meet you, blah, blah, blah. He's a huge fan. And so I said, shit, man, come on by the hotel. I got like 30 minutes. I'll kick it with you in the lobby. And he gets here and he shares with me that, he found my YouTube channel 4 years ago and it changed his life. He had been laid off from a job that he had worked at for 17 years. And they laid him off. And he went through a lot of depression and as anybody would, right? After you work somewhere for 17 years and you pour your heart out to a company, they get rid of you. But he's now back up on his feet. He said he watches a lot of my videos. He said he's watched all my videos, as well as my buddy Keith Kalfas. And it's basically changed his life. And he's remarried now, and he stopped abusing alcohol, and he's being able to provide for his family. He started a power washing company. And so I just wanted to give him a quick shout out because that means so much to me, because that's why I started doing these videos. Whether I knew it a long time ago or, and I didn't know it a long time ago. Like I had this urge to share with people. It's just like my natural talent, my ability, whatever, it's to me, I think it's a gift from God to share with people my knowledge and my insight and my experiences so that they can grow and live a better life, because it doesn't cost me anything to make these videos. How cool is that? And so I made a commitment to Charles that I would do more videos. He said that he would really like to see more content around business, just business in general, and then also the mindset, right? Like I got a video on here called broke bitch mentality, and it talks about the mindset of the middle class and broke people and why most people are broke. And he said he loved that video, and so I just wanted to give him a quick shout out. It's super cool. I did my seminar here, and I gotta go in here and put my phone down. My arm's hurting. Shoulder workout got the best of me, man. So I'm excited because I made a commitment to him to start doing more videos. There we go. If you guys can see, that's a terrible angle. We'll just have to deal with it, dog. So I made a commitment to him to do more videos and to talk about business more about mindset and stuff. And I know sometimes I can get sort of complex in my videos, so I apologize. I hope you know that I appreciate not only just Charles, but all 1,000 of you that subscribe to my channel. It means a ton. There's like 15,000 over on Facebook, and I think another 10,000 over on Instagram. And I really needed that today. Charles probably doesn't realize how much it helped me, because Easy Pro, my power washing company, has just been doing gangbusters, and we're going through a lot of transitions, a lot of changes. My executive assistant, Amanda, who's been with me for 3 years, she was a teacher, so she was kind of like my assistant part-time. She quit her job at the school, and like we're talking about like JCPS, the city, like Jefferson County school system, to come on board with me, because she believes in my vision of changing the world through making these videos and doing seminars and books and training courses. And so sometimes I can get discouraged because I know that I'm just now at the starting gate, right? Like I'm just now getting to the point where things like today are happening. A guy that he literally drove across town. He wasn't even at the event. He didn't come to the event, and he brought me Chinese food, which I love Chinese. Like, he brought me bourbon chicken and General Tso's, which are my two favorite things to eat, Chinese food. So it's just cool, man, and refreshing to know that as much as my videos have done for him, he did a wonder for me today, because I'm no different than you guys. There there is self-doubt that still creeps in on me. Now, it might not happen in my power washing business because I've been doing it for a decade, but my coaching business and just life in general, those things happen. We go through these ebbs and flows of life, but that's part of it. You have to press on. You have to stay positive. Like, you can't get into this negative mindset about things, bothering you or making you upset. Like, you have to understand that in order to be successful, in order to achieve more out of life and to get to a better place and to accomplish goals, it's going to take time, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all, right? What's easy is just existing. Like, not do a whole lot, wait until you get into your 60s, draw Social Security, and fucking hang out until you die. That's easy. That's the only thing that's easy in life. But if you want to make something for yourself, if you really want to accomplish goals, and you want to provide for your family, and you want to do, things like travel and see the world, and or even just help out your church or a nonprofit community, like whatever your goal is, I'm all for it. Like, I support you 100%. Coach Carroll is on your team, man, because I remember when I started my business and I didn't have a whole lot of support other than my family. And I still think they probably thought I was a little crazy at the time. Hindsight being 2020, it all worked out, but there's just a struggle that you have to go through. And sometimes that struggle can be a really dark place, right? Like for Charles, I mean, it was getting laid off and being depressed. For me, I still fight with it. Like, I haven't really shared this with a lot, but like I used to struggle, and I've had thoughts of suicide and like what that would be like. And I know people that battle with depression, and I've been depressed before, and it's kind of hard to stay positive when you lose $500,000 worth of real estate in a 6-figure business. It's kind of hard to stay positive when your best friend fucks you over and steals $4,000 from you. It's kind of hard to stay positive when you have family members that are dealing with medical problems. It's hard to stay positive when you lose loved ones, when you lose friends. A lot of people don't know this, but probably the two most influential friends I had in my early 20s, my buddy Mike Jividen, who I lived with for a while when I moved out of my house, out of my parents' house, and my other buddy Richard Pop, they're both dead. I don't have those friends that were really, really tight with me anymore. Like, a lot of them are dead. And that's tough, right? That's the shit that you have to deal with. And that's the shit that you can't let get you down, that you can't let beat you up. You have to push on, because, it's easy just to stay in bed and cry, right? It's easy to feel down on your luck, but that doesn't solve anything. You've got to get out of bed and you got to fight the battle. You have to be that wartime general. Like, you have to realize that if you're going to pave your own way, if you're going to go out and achieve things and do things on your own, and really take life by the fucking horns, you're gonna run into a lot of problems. That's just part of it. But you can persevere. We all can persevere. You can make it through anything. You just can't give up, man. You can't give up. That's it. That's the only way that you lose. That's the only way that you take the L in the column, right? Because even like when I lost one of the businesses and the real estate and stuff, like, it was a loss, but I learned so much from it. So it was a lesson. It was an expensive ass lesson, right? I harp on people all the time for going to college, but that was a $600,000 lesson, right? I could have bought a Harvard, MBA for that kind of money. So why do I say all this, right? Why do I say all this? I say all this because ultimately I want to thank you because we're in this battle together. I go through the same things that you go through. We fight the same enemies together, right? The enemies that you have are my enemies. We're in this together. You believe in my dreams and goals, and I believe in your dreams and goals. And that's what makes all of this work. That's why I keep doing what I do, and it's hopefully why you hit the subscribe button and you enjoy the content that I put out. So I appreciate it. Thanks to my man Charles again for the food. I'm about to rip into that. It smells really, really good. Wish you guys could smell it. Technology's not to that point yet. Seminar today went great. I'm pumped. Meeting Charles just reignited the fire inside of me that was starting to flame out a little bit, to be honest. And so I'll keep dishing out the content, man. We got some cool stuff coming that I wasn't sure if I was going to pull the trigger on, but it's going to happen. You'll be seeing Coach Carroll in the iTunes store real soon. Got some really cool stuff. We just got to keep putting out content, keep changing the world one person at a time, man. That's the goal. And hopefully by the time I'm in my 60s and 70s, I'll live up to being like the greats. Like I know that Gary Vee and Grant and Eric Thomas and even the guys before him, Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins, those guys. It's my goal to have a larger reach than any personal development professional has ever had, because I'm living in that era, right? I know that my time will come and your time will come. Everybody, all of our times come. It's just a matter of if you will wait it out, if you will stick in and grind it out until your number gets called. So I believe in you. Here's to your success. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.